muna ang ating attendance, no? Our discussion, no? Okay. So we are done with the introduction to research as well as the different types of research. So kindly open your um, module on page 12, which is the research objectives. Okay, so let me share my screen para pare-parehas tayo ng tinitingnan. No, daming open. Wait lang. Close ko. Hmm. Barola? Bakit Utoy?
Excuse po me. Si Mark Lewis ka daw po ay nawalan po ng internet. Parang nagpapaload daw ata po ngayon.
Okay. Sige, sige.
Thank you po.
Hmm, okay. Okay. So, let's start discussing the chapter 3 or the research objectives po. No. So, last time, this is a short introduction again for this chapter. No. So, as per discussion last time, no, that research is a very important uh, way in uh, to have a new body of knowledge to solve specific problems, no, in helping you making decisions, and of course to have no some innovations, no, since sabi nga natin change is the only permanent thing in this world, no. So we should always innovate, no, kailangan laging merong improvement, no. So the specific purpose ng research project is it will guide, no, it will guide us in designing to have yung proper methodology and the proper analysis, no, to ensure that yung study natin will effectively address yung mga research questions natin which is identified at the start of conducting the research, no. So, research serves several critical purposes depending on the context and the field of study. So, the last time that we have discussed that is more of the general kind of researches. But here, ito yung mga more of a specific kind of purposes depending nga sa field of study na meron tayo. No. So, una, like the exploration research, no, which is ang goal po ng klase ng research na ito is to investigate new or unfamiliar areas, okay, to have yung initial insights, di ba, na-discuss natin that initially we have to check the preliminary data, and then from there doon na tayo maghahanap ng mga possible na pattern, no, and relationships for us to have the uh, hypothesis, no. So example nitong exploration research is exploring benefits ng newly discovered medicinal plant, no. Okay, so mm, okay, so next is the descriptive research, no, wherein it focuses po sa pagdi-detail, no. Okay, pagdi-detail ng mga characteristic as well as the condition po of a specific subject, no, para makapag-provide tayo ng accurate na portrayal, or for example, halimbawa sa mga surveying demographic trends, no, which is to understand the education. This is an example, no? Understand education and employment. Okay? While for the explanation research, it seeks to understand the uh, underlying causes, no? Cause and effect relationship ng ating mga variables such as example nito, analyzing the factors that contributes to climate change, no? And then we also have the prediction research. Okay? So from the word na prediction, it relates to the forecasting, no? The possible events or even behavior na nakabase doon po sa mga current data na pwede nating makuha, no? And that, kumbaga, based on the current data, we anticipate yung possible na outcome. And then from there, we can identify now what are the possible potential risk, no? Example nito, no? Or well, exemplified by using economic models, no, to predict market trends, no? So kung makikita ninyo even sa news, no, makikita na okay, um, tataas ang inflation rate, bababa ang inflation rate because pinag-aaralan nila, no, itong kumbaga nagko-conduct sila nitong tinatawag na prediction research, no. Kumbaga, oh, ah, example nito, magdadaan ang maraming holidays like yan, dadating na ang December wherein yung mga consumers natin kumbaga lalaki ang demand, no? So therefore, there will be an increase, no, pagdating sa magiging costing kasi malaki ang demand. Lalo kung halimbawa during that time mahina yung supply, no? So law of supply and demand, no, kumbaga ang pwedeng gamitin as basis doon for them to forecast nga what will happen pagdating sa mga goods and commodities natin during the period na December na dahil nga yun yung panahon ng holiday season, no? So we also have the uh, control research. Okay, so excuse po. So yung control research, this is about the manipulating variables to establish causal relationships and then develop effective interventions as seen or kumbaga based sa naging testing, no. Example nito is yung mga teaching methods natin to improve yung student performance, no. So katulad yung nabanggit ko sa inyo when the word variable is being tackled during our discussion last time wherein yung variable po natin, yan yung sabi nga siya yung quantity or yung characteristic po that it has two or more mutually na exclusive values of properties, no, na yun nga yung mga numerical value and category na yun yung quantity na sinasabi natin for that variable, no. So nabanggit ko rin na may iba't ibang types tayo ng variable. It can be an independent, dependent, moderate, intervening, or ito nga pong control variable, no. So kumbaga, kaya from the word na control, we try to manipulate yung mga variables natin for us to um, establish yung mga causal relationship natin, no. And if in case that there are some interventions, no, what will happen, okay. And then we also have the evaluation research wherein it assesses the improvement, okay, sorry, it assesses the effectiveness, no, of a program or products, providing yung evidence that is based on the recommendations for improvement such as evaluating a public health campaign success in reducing smoke rates, no. So example nitong evaluation research, no, is the impact assessment, no. So sa yung mga project study ninyo, yung mga seniors ninyo, no? So, after they have done their researches, sabi ko nga sa inyo, yung na-fabricate or yung na-develop nila na machine, they extend it to a specific na beneficiary. No, so before ma-extend yun, meron tayong tinatawag na memorandum of agreement to the beneficiary that they will be using, that they are to use the extended machine, and that after 3 years, we are to check and we are to evaluate what is the impact. No, ano ba ang naging tulong, or kung tulong man, or kung naging pahirap ba yung na-develop na machine, no? Sa halip ba na mas mapadali ang production nila ay mas tumagal, sa halip ba na mas kumita sila in terms of, siyempre ang goal nga is um, kung halimbawa business yan, eh medyo makatulong pagdating sa income, no? So, tumaas ba, lumaki ba ang income after the usage of the machinery, no? Bumilis ba yung production? So, ayun, no? Sa example nitong evaluation research yan is the impact assessment, no? And then we also have the development research, no, which is ito yung um, research na nagagawin natin, no, wherein it involves po creating new methods, products, or even technologies to address the specific needs, no. Example nito is yung mga pharmaceuticals R&D, no, for new medications, like yung binanggit ko sa inyo last time na halimbawa itong pandemic, 'di ba? Nagkaroon ng pandemic because of COVID-19. COVID-19 bago siya during that time, no, yung sakit na iyon hindi siya katulad ng ibang mga existing natin na mga sakit, no, and that kumbaga sabi nga ang laki naging epekto worldwide, no, na talagang nangailangan during that time ng anong tawag dito, ng well, first yung vaccine natin para maiwasan na mahawaan tayo ng sakit, yung gamot, no, para mas mapabilis yung paggaling ng mga nagkasakit, no, and then um of course the methods, no, and ways to prevent the transfer or yung pagkakaroon ng pagkakahawahan sa mga tao, no. So ayun, yun yung during that time ay talagang ginawa, since malawakan talaga siya worldwide yung naging effect nung pandemic na iyon, no. So, next is, and lastly, itong theoretical advancement research. Okay? So, ito naman, it aims to test and refine the theories. So, basically, these are the theoretical advancement research. These are those kung i-generalize based on purpose. Ito yung mga basic and pure researches, no? Wherein it contributes, yung goal is to contribute into the academic and scientific understanding, no, like conducting studies to example like we conduct the studies to refine scientific psychological theories about human development, no. So, or yung mga more of studies pa, no, para mas maging kumbaga like sa child development as of now, lalo na marami ang mga bata ngayon ang dumaan sa pandemic, no. Kung mapapansin ninyo yung mga pandemic babies, they are the ones na yung mga tahimik, takot sa tao, takot lumabas, no. So they are to check, no, what are the possible effect nga ng mga example, again ito ng mga possible na reasons, no, or yung mga related theories pagdating sa child development natin, no. Why ano yung mga naging I mean ano yung naging reason kung bakit yung action nila is ganun, no? So, okay. So now, we focus na pagdating sa ating research problem, no? So, by definition, research problem is a specific issue, no? Difficulty, contradiction, or gap in knowledge that a researcher aims to address through their study. It forms the foundation of a research project and guides the formulation of research questions and research objectives. Okay? So, ito ay paulit-ulit nating diniscuss last time that a research starts or yan ay nagsisimula in identifying what is the problem. Ano ba ang specific problem natin, specific issue na gusto nating or yung ina-address natin. That's why we are to conduct the research. No. So this research problem, this is important in generation or in the formulation because it guides nga pagdating po sa development and formulation ng research question natin in research objective. So, syempre, kailangan lahat po yan ay naka-align. Hindi pwedeng tagni-tagni, no? Magkakalayo ang areas or topics na pinag-uusapan pagdating sa research problem. Hindi pwede na magkaiba ang may kinalaang issue or yung pinag-uusapan sa research question as well as sa research objective. So, dapat yan po ay naka-align at nagko-conform sa isa't isa. No. So, ano ba yung specific po na characteristic dapat ng good research problem? No, so basically nandito pa lang kayo sa stage na ito, no, kasi you are proposing for a topic title, no. So ngayon, yan pa lang ang iniisip ninyo, yan pa lang ang kailangan ninyong ma-identify, no. So ito daw ang kailangan ninyong i-check, no, before kayo makapag-propose ng um, topic title. So ito, lalo na dun sa iba na hindi pa nakakapag-propose, you have to consider these items, no, for you to propose a topic title, no. So unang-una po, no, na characteristic ng good research problem is that it should be clear and concise. No. So yung problem po should be stated clearly and precisely. No. So there are some cases, no, dun sa ating mga example dun sa mga previous na mga naging studies when they initially proposed, when they initially stated the problem sa kanilang mga reports, no. So there are cases talaga na hindi mo maintindihan sa dami ng kinapi-paste, sa dami ng inilagay, eh, hindi mo alam ano ba ang ina-address na problema ng papel na ito, 'no, ng report na ito. That's why kadalasan nilalagyan ng comment, 'no. So there are times, like for example, waste management, halimbawa ay flooding, 'no. So ano ba talaga ang gusto mong bigyan ng solusyon? Ano ba ang problema? Flooding, which is based on data, ang initial nagiging cause is improper waste management, no. So if you will tackle, no, if you will to tackle regarding the improper waste management, therefore in generation of research question and research objectives, all of those should be aligned pagdating po sa anong tawag dito, proper waste management, no? Kasi baka naman ang gawin natin is, okay, proper waste management, improper waste management yung topic, pero ang topic na ating o yung objective na gusto nating mangyari, eh, magkaroon tayo ng machine kung saan merong hihigop nung flood, nung tubig, no? No, hindi hindi siya nag-focus dun sa ina-address natin na waste, no, improper waste. Ah, so, might probably, yung solution na iniisip natin or goal is to address yung improper waste management, no. So, kailangan eh, nagko-conform siya, naka-align. no. So it should be again clearly stated, no, precisely stated pagdating po sa ating mga reports, no, or sa paper na gagawin natin, no. If it is from the beneficiary, no, so ikikwento natin doon, no, sasabihin natin doon sa research, doon sa alam nyo, di ba, introduction and then background of the study, i-state ninyo doon, you will be discussing it in detailed, no, para mas maintindihan, no, ng inyong reader yun pong reason kung bakit kayo ay nag-propose ng ganong project, no. So for this part, wag na kayong, ito yung ang mindset kasi kadalasan ng student is pahabain ng pahabain, no? Kailangan mahaba, no? Kailangan mahaba yung mga nakalagay sa aking content ng manuscript. But there are cases na wala namang relationship or wala namang kinalaman yung mga idinadagdag na mga statement doon sa problem na ini-state, no? So might as well when you present this on your paper, no, pagdating dito sa research problem, directly ibanggitin na konting introduction lang, 2 to 3 sentence, 2 to 4, yan. And then directly discuss na yung problem, yung specific problem na ina-address. No. And then next po is that the research problem should be specific and focused. No. So it should be narrow enough to be manageable within the scope of the study. No. So um aligned with clear and concisely discussing the research problem, no, hangga't maaari po yun nga specific na yun pong problem na ina-address, kumbaga kahit papaano para po pagdating sa conduct ng research natin hindi na ganun kalawak ang kino-consider natin na research area, no. So at the start if we narrow it down na, no, kumbaga ah nilimit na natin yung possible na areas of research, magiging madali na ang conduct ng research natin, no? And then, sabi nga natin, magkakaroon ng focus ang proseso, yung mga approaches natin pagdating sa pag-gather ng information and data, no? And then, next po is that ang research problem natin is, sorry, ang research problem natin is researchable, no? So there should be feasible methods and sufficient resources to investigate the problem, no? So actually, ito yung mahirap pagdating sa mga basic or pure research, no? Kasi nga there are cases na talagang lalo kung bago talaga siyang body of knowledge, no? Kung bagong knowledge talaga siya, there are some cases na mahirap or medyo talagang magre-research ka, magiging keen ka pagdating sa pagko-conduct ng research. But since, well, I'm aligning it with our type of research, which is the developmental research, no? If if yung inyo pong pinopropose na topic ay researchable, marami kayong, there are lots of possible sources that you can use, no, in the conduct of the research, it is good, no. Pero if that is limited, no, on the part ng, kasi this is on your conceptual, on your literature review, no. If wala kayong mailagay, if wala kayong makitang mai-include initially on your research literature or even, no, sa inyong conceptual literature, kapag limited lang yan, ibig sabihin, you will be having a difficulty, no, to have on or to in gathering the data and information that may help in the conduct of research, no. So kung ganun initially alam mo na limited yung sources mo, then you can say that this research problem is somehow hindi siya ganun talagang ka-feasible na i-push through. Iaano na natin na talagang um, anong tawag dito, possible na hindi tayo matapos, no, dahil nga kakaunti naman, insufficient yung mga possible nating yung mga resources natin. no. So hangga't maaari kung kayo po, no, ngayon sabi ko nga dito pa lang kayo sa stage na ito, if you have a topic na in mind, you try to look na yung mga areas na malalapit doon, no. So gumamit kayo ng anong tawag dito, mga keywords, if may mga researches, may mga literatures, concepts na makikita kayo at sobrang dami noon, then we can say that your study is really a researchable one. No? And then next po is that ang research problem daw po should be significant. No? So the problem should contribute to the field of knowledge and have practical or theoretical importance. No? So sabi nga, ilan lang naman ang purpose, no? Or ilan lang naman ang rason kung bakit tayo magko-conduct ng research. Unang-una, pwede na gusto mo na makapagdagdag ng bagong knowledge, no? Masira natin yung boundary about a specific area, lumawak pa siya, no? Or pwede rin naman na makapag solve tayo ng problem na existing, no, na nag-exist, no. So if that is your main purpose or main goal, general goal, sorry, kasi specific dun sa kung kanino, sino mismo ang magbe-benefit, no? But generally, if that is your main purpose or reason why you are to conduct that specific uh, uh, problem, then we can say that your problem is a good one. No, problem eh. Your research problem is good. No. And then next po is that ang huli na characteristic po ng magandang research problem is that siya daw po ay relevant, no? So of course, mas maganda po if your research problem ay naka-align sa mga current trends, ano ba ang mga issues ngayon, ano ba ang problemang nararanasan ngayon, or even what is the gap between the current yung status ngayon based on nung current status doon sa field of specialization or um, discipline na meron ka, no? So mas maganda kung ang research problem po is naka-align or relevant siya, no? Okay? So here are some of the examples ng research problem. So in the area pagdating sa engineering, no, research problem, how can the efficiency of solar panels be improved to increase energy output in cloudy conditions, no? So bakit siya naging maganda? So specifically, clear and concise, ano yung problema natin, possible because of the yung energy na nakukuha, no, with the existing na solar panels ay mababa, no. That's why we want to improve the efficiency, no. Specific siya, specific with the solar panels mismo, no, how we generate the energy, no. And then, of course, no, madami na namang mga information and data na may kinalaman sa solar panels. Type mo lang solar panels, madami ka nang makukuha. And also, significant yung study natin because first, no, it will contribute dun sa yung may kinalaman sa renewable energy sources, no, yung knowledge na makukuha natin with this topic, no. And then of course this is relevant because as of now nga yung mga non-renewable energy sources natin medyo talagang limited na, no, talagang nawawala na kulang na. That's why the use of this renewable energy sources such as the solar energy, no, talagang kailangang magamit at ah, i-utilize talaga, no. So which is a current trend right now, no. And then example din po pagdating sa healthcare, what are the barriers to accessing mental health services among low income communities, no. So I guess all of the characteristic ay na-touch din itong sample na ito, 'no. Lalo ngayon, this is very significant, 'no, kasi, um, ngayon open na ang madami, 'no, or kumbaga aware na ang lahat ngayon. Dati kasi hindi naman gano'n talagang, um, alam niyo 'yun, yung pagdating sa mental health na sinasabi, 'no, akala lang natin dati or previously when yung kapag halimbawa yung mga tao akala natin malungkot lang or ano, yung pala ngayon may medical term na puwede tayong gamitin, iba't iba pa 'yan. They can have, alam niyo 'yun, yung anxiety, depression, so on and so forth, which is if we regarding dito sa healthcare, ano nga naman 'no, kapag ba yung mga low income communities walang karapatang magkaroon ng, I mean mental health issues, 'no. So, papaano 'no, papaano nila maa-access yoon, 'no. So, there is kumbaga puwede talagang maging study ito, 'no. And then next po is education. How does the integration of technology in the classroom affect student engagement and learning outcomes, which is again, I believe, ay uh, a good research problem. Lalo, no, that it is very relevant as of now dahil nga because of the pandemic, naging open tayo with the usage ng technology during our class discussions like right now, no. So hindi katulad dati na talagang um 100% ay nasa classroom tayo doing the classes, no. So uh, there are some positive effect, there are negative effects pagdating dito sa ganitong klase ng uh, uh, paggamit, no, dun sa paggamit natin ng technology pagdating sa pagkatuto natin, no. So ayan, which is again researchable one, no. So kung yung research problems po natin ay ganito na, good na siya, no. Lahat ng characteristic na pwede nating ah, i-check sa research problem ay okay na siya, no. So we are to have na, no. Sabihin na halimbawa ay yun inapprove na ni Ma'am Joanne kasi sabi niya eh, okay, um, na-approve na yung topic, no. So ngayon we can start na to formulate the research objectives. Okay? So, how are we going or ano ba ang definition pag sinabing research objective? No. So, ito po yung specific and measurable goals. No. So again ha, yan ay nakalagay sa definition. Specific and measurable goals, measurable, that the researcher aims to achieve through their study. They provide a clear direction and framework for the research.
Ma'am, good morning po. Hindi po kayo naririnig. Wala po kayong audio. Ma'am, ganun pa rin po. Wala po pa rin po kayong ano. Hindi po kayo naririnig.
Ayan, naririnig na?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yan. Bakit nawala? Sorry. Okay. Okay. So here are the steps to develop the research objectives. Okay? So una, no, is since na-identify na natin, you identify yung research problem. No, kanina nabanggit natin ano yung mga dapat na characteristic ng research problem. Dapat siya ay clear, precise, significant, specific, siya ay researchable. No. So example niyan, no, kumbaga this is in interrogative form pero when you present your research objective it should be in declarative form, no. So example, what factors influence the adoption of renewable energy technologies, no. And then next po is that kapag na-identify na yung research problem, nagawa na yung unang step, no, we are to conduct yung literature review. Okay? Magko-conduct tayo ng literature review number yung chapter 2 natin. So, in the review, yan, sa review of existing literature, yan, dyan po kasi natin, yan yung step for us to really understand what is already known about the specific topic. And from there, we identify the gaps that your research could fill. No. Kasi in the literature review, ano ba ang content noon? 'Di ba nandoon at first yung mga concepts natin, conceptual literature. Andan yung mga initial na information na may kinalaman po dun sa inyong ah specific na topic, no, or specific na research problem, no. And then maliban dun sa maliban doon sa conceptual literature, sa literature review, 'di ba, nire-research din natin or nire-review din natin yung mga previous na mga researches, previous na studies na related po doon sa inyong research problem, no. So from there, nakikita natin, ito yung existing. Ito yung mga existing, ito yung wala pa, no. And based sa conceptual literature, there is a possibility na pwede natin siyang i-apply. So, because we conduct this literature review, na-identify, sabi nga, nakikita natin what are the gaps, no? What are the possible na improvement na pwede natin gawin? Ano yung what are the possible um, innovations, change that we can incorporate for it to be novel, no? Para maging bago yung and para talagang mabigyan ng solusyon yung problem na ina-address natin. And identification of the gaps, discussion ng similarities and differences of the study, it is being discussed sa synthesis po, no? So you are to present doon, okay, ito yung naging basis mo, ito yung existing. Okay, because there is an existing na may ganito na siya, therefore in my study, ito yung aking gagamitin. Ito ginamit nila ito, no, from the previous study they used this kind of, for example, orientation of this. So since the efficiency of that is low, therefore in your study you are to change the orientation na not the same with the existing one to improve the efficiency. So may mga ganun tayong gagawin no pagdating sa ating research no. So really ang pinaka-importanting part so we can generate or so we can formulate this research objective is your literature review no. Kailangan researchable talaga siya. Marami kayong possible sources of information na makukuha no. So example niyan, finding that there is limited research in the economic factors affecting renewable energy adoption in rural areas. And then, so na-identify na yung research problem. Ngayon ay nag-search kayo, nag-literature review, nagbasa-basa kayo about that uh, specific issue or specific topic. From there, you are to formulate the research questions. Okay? So, on ang literature review diyan napapasok na magkakaroon kayo ng, ano ha, sabi nga natin yung comparison, similarities, differences, yung magkakaroon kayo ng gap analysis, 'no. So from there, yung mga, naging differences na yun, similarities na yun, the gaps 'no, yung na-identify ninyo na gaps, you will use it for you to formulate the research questions.
Ma'am, 'di na po ulit kayo naririnig.
Hello? Hello?
Narinig
Bakit laging hindi naririnig? Yan. Okay, hello?
okey na po, ma'am.
Yan, okay na. Okay. So, yung number 4 naman is to determine the scope and focus, no? So, kapagka na-identify na yung problem, nag-literature review na kayo, and then, gagawa na kayo ng research question. So, from there, ayan na, ililimit na ninyo you narrow down your research area. No, so sabi nga, magde-decide na kayo hanggang saan lang ang cover ng inyong magiging study. No, so you are to decide the boundaries of your study to ensure that it will be manageable no concerning or within your resources and of course your time frame no. So diyan na papasok na ano na kayo, if in case developmental yan mapafabricate kayo no. So since again ang iche-check nga natin ay resources no. So since medyo magiging malawak ilimit na lang natin na ganito na lang, dryer na lang and ganito na lang, drying and powdering na lang. Halimbawa sa mga ide-develop niyo na machine sa halip na kayo ay meron pang mga washing, may mga layering, ayan. So since you check that your resources is not kumbaga limited lang talaga siya at hanggang dun lang yung mako-cover ng inyong study then yun nga no ililimit na natin siya. Then of course, syempre, you have to make sure that your study will be done on the time frame na sinet ninyo. No? So, next po is, ayan, so example nito, focusing on rural communities in a specific region or country. No, so specific na siya. Kumbaga, nilimit mo na lang na sa mga region or country na lang, not considering worldwide, no. Kumbaga, no, or sa inyong study specific lang siya na okay for Alangilan campus only, no, not kung halimbawa ang cover ninyo ay Batangas State University, Alangilan campus only. No, so ganon. Lalagyan natin ng boundary, lalagyan natin ng limitation ng inyong study. No. And then, after na mabigyan ng focus, ay di ayan, we are to write na what are the general and specific na objectives natin. So, katulad nga nung nabanggit kanina, pag general po, broad siya. And then, pag specific, ay di ididetalye na natin yung mga specific goals or objectives natin for us to come up with the general goal. No, general objectives natin. Yan. Okay. So, ano kayong yan. Okay. So, ano ba ang characteristic ng good research objectives? No? So, una daw, ito na yung SMART. No? Ito na yung SMART. Okay? So, una, dapat daw po siya ay specific. You clearly define and focus on a particular aspect of the research problem. No? Baga, ano kada dun sa specific objectives natin. Ano mismo kailangan sa description niyo diyan, isang verb ang nakalagay diyan, no. So you are to define and then kaya sabi ko sa inyo isang verb lang ang ilalagay niyo diyan, no, para talagang maging focus kung ano mismo ang gagawin doon sa inyong study. Okay po? And then next po is dapat daw siya ay measurable, no. Yan ang binabanggit ko sa inyo ng paulit-ulit, no, that your objective on your study should be measurable, quantifiable, accessible, no, for us to determine, for us to easily have yung judgment natin, no, so that in the end talagang maging successful yung ating conduct ng research because sabi nga natin ay di magiging anong tawag dito since yung data na nakuha natin ay anong tawag dito galing sa mga standard methods and procedures, so we can say na yung research na magagawa natin is uh, uh, um, kumbaga in the end ay logical yung magiging ah, pagde-decide natin dun sa ating research kasi we conducted it because naging critical tayo. We analyze it critically. No? And then, next po is that ang research objective daw po should be achievable. No? Makatotohanan, i kayang i-achieve. No? So, realistic and attainable within the scope, resources, and time frame of the study. No? So, you are to, again, check this three. No? If yung objectives natin is kasama ba siya? Ano, pasok ba siya doon sa coverage ng in-identify natin na study? No, coverage ng in-identify natin na gagawin dun sa study natin. And then, ayan ang sinasabi ko din sa inyo, no, kaya ba ng resources natin? No? Kaya ba? Okay? And then, of course, yung time frame po natin. If dun sa tatlo po ay check-check tayong lahat, then we can say that our study, our research will be achievable. No? And then, next po is that, of course, it should be relevant. No? So, directly relate to the research problem and contributing to the field of study. So, again, as I have told you, research problem, research objectives, ay should be aligned, no? Should be aligned and nagko-conform sila sa isa't isa. No, hindi puwedeng magkakalayo, no? Hindi puwede na ang topic din sa kabila ay waste management, ang topic din sa kabila ay may kinalaman sa agricultural mechanization. Kumbaga, no? So medyo magkalayo yung topic na pinag-uusapan. And the next po is time bound, no. So alin naman ay na nabanggit ko na sa inyo during our discussion that as much as possible, you try to consider the time frame, no, yung ating um, ah, scheduled time kung kailan siya dapat ay matapos, no? So, you have to specify yung time frame natin for us to know if magiging achievable ba siya, yung mga yung achievable ba siya for us to finish the research, no? So, you have to make sure na when you make the research objectives, all of the objectives po natin ay kayang matapos within the given time frame. Okay? Yan. So, meron tayo, 3 months. Katulad ng example ko sa inyo, ay ano daw, matatapos ay ilang months? 27 times 20 days ay ilan na yun. No? So, kung ang binigay lang na time frame ay 10 months, tas lagpas-lagpas na, ay ibig sabihin, hindi maganda ang na-identify natin na research objectives or even yung research problem natin. No? So, here are some of the example ng mga research objectives po natin. No? So, this is for an evaluation, no, evaluation kind of study. Dito tayo sa kabila. This is yan. Um, uh, for a design and development na klase ng study, no. So, well, here for design and development, meron naman tayong basic na actually na general objective and specific objective, no. So, ito ay babanggitin ko na sa inyo, no. So, for the general objective,
Nawala po kayo. Ma'am, hindi po kayo marinig.
hello po.
Okay na po.
Naririnig? Yan. No, so yan yung general objective. Tapos ito na, yung specific objective po, ari tatandaan, ari basic na ha, pagdating sa design and development. No. Una diyan, no, syempre ang unang gagawin nyo dapat, sa title pa lang makikita ninyo is to design. No? So therefore, sabi ko sa inyo, isang verb per specific objective. No? So yung una natin is design. No, design. Well, pwede nyo namang pagsamahin. Pero mas maganda diin nyo munang kasi yung steps naman hindi naman magkasama yung pagde-design tas fabricate, diga. Magkaibang steps 'yon. No, so mas maganda hindi sabi ko nga isang verb lang per specific objective. So una ay design, number two, yan is kung yan ay fabrication, no, fabricate, no, develop, yan, yan yung second specific objective. So yung statement noon, hindi kayo na ang maglagay, pero ito yung binabanggit ko yung general ha. Number one, design. Number two, fabricate slash develop. Number three, so na-develop na natin yung machine. So after noon, we are to conduct the preliminary testing, no, or itong initial testing. Conduct preliminary initial testing. So para saan yun? No, so syempre naka-develop ka na ng machine. So you are to test. Papaano mo ngayon ipaparan or paano gagana yung na-develop mo na machine. So you are to uh, establish mo na yung parameters natin. No, so para yang kapag magbe-bake ka ng cake, no, so we have to know ano ba, halimbawa kung ang machine natin na dinevelop ay oven, no, we have to know, ano yung temperature na gagamitin, how long are we going to use the oven for us to produce yung halimbawa ang target ninyo moist chocolate cake, di ba? So yun yung ina-assess natin or yun yung gusto nating i-establish pagdating sa preliminary testing. Okay? So, number 3 na yun. Number 4, so alam na natin kung paano gagana yung machine. Ngayon, we are to check, no, preliminary pare. Yan. We are to check, ang binabanggit ko na is yung general ha. Okay? Then, yung number 4 is we are to check now what will be the performance of your machine. So, you are to, again, conduct performance testing. No, performance testing. Yan ga ay sa loob ng isang oras ay gaano kadami ang napoproduce, ano ga ang efficiency ng ating machine. Baka mamaya ay madaming losses. No. So, yun na ha. Ulitin ko. Design, fabricate, slash develop. 3, conduct preliminary testing. 4, conduct performance testing. Yan. So, if in case, no, number 5, if in case na meron pong maging product ang inyong output na machine, then you are to test yung quality ng product output ninyo. No, kung halimbawa ay kayo ay yon yung moist cake, no, chocolate moist cake. No, so you are to check the quality, gaano ka moist, no, gaano ka fluffy, no, yung inyong cake, no. So that is the physical, no, physical property ng inyong product output. Even you are to check also yung chemical, even microbial properties, no, which is under ng checking ng quality output. No, so yun ang number 5, ha. Ulitin ko. Design, fabricate, preliminary testing, conduct performance testing, quality check. No, checking of the quality ng product output. And then number 6 is we are to check yun pong siyempre sabi natin 'di ba, sa syllabus pa lang nakalagay, titingnan natin kung economically viable, 'no. So you are to to make or to have yung cost benefit analysis, 'no. So kung ano mang analysis ang gagamitin ninyo para ma-check lang yung economic viability ng inyong project, 'no. So yun yung specific objective number 6, 'no. And then yung last, of course, since this is a technology, this is a machine na dinevelop ninyo, so you have to present, 'no, you have to develop also how to use the ah, anong tawag dito, how to use the developed machine. No, so, ayun ha, for design and development, yun ay basic na. Basic yung ito na objectives nito. Again, ulitin ko, overtime na tayo. No, ulitin ko lang. Design, fabricate slash develop, conduct preliminary testing, conduct performance testing, conduct checking ng quality product output, checking ng economic viability, and providing the operational manual, safety manual, ayan. No. So that is the general objectives. Actually halos ito rin naman siya. Specific lang ito yung topic. Binanggit ko lang sa inyo yung general, no? Pero you can use this also. Okay? So maliwanag po. Do you have any question, concern, clarification? Hello.
Wala.
Okay. So siguro, ito naman again, no, kayo naman nga ilalapit ulit sa akin, magtatanong, tayo naman ay magki-critiquing din, no. So, if in case na medyo may naguluhan, pero sana ay napakinggan, no, lalo dun sa part ng specific and general objective, no. So, kung medyo ano, so you can ask me naman lalo sa face-to-face class natin, no. So, ayun, no. So, kung wala namang concern pa sa ngayon, no, kung sa dahil nga online medyo mahirap, tsaka overtime na sabi naman ng iba, no. So, for my assignment na lang, no, so we are done with chapter 3. So, I am hoping, no, I am expecting for you to answer from chapter the activity 1 up to activity number 3. No? Again, I will be telling you when I will be asking you to submit those activities. Okay po? Pero hindi ko pa naman kailangan. Lalo pat online na naman tayo next week din. No? Okay po? But sagutan ha hanggang chapter 3. Okay? So kung wala ng concern, question, clarification, thank you po. Thank you for